Yeah, Great Man Podcast. So basically, man, just try to get you to tell a story. That's it, man.
Okay, cool.
Something from the law enforcement days, you know. You gotta
So I heard this myself.
forgive the
You want me
beard.
to?
You gotta forgive
Yeah,
the
you looking
beard, man.
way out of
I'm
range.
growing it in so I can edge it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And for the world, man, just to let the world know, man, this dude over here, this is my baby brother. And this is a dude that's been trying to be like me forever. You know what I'm saying? He's been look. He came out the womb trying to look like me. Look at us. Look at us. See,
I'm a great answer, bro.
that's my baby brother, man. He's a former deputy sheriff out of Franklin County in Ohio. Shout out to Franklin County. Shout out to Ohio. We got a lot of buddies there. He and I both. We both worked. He worked for them. I worked with them sometime, but and trained a lot with them and still communicate with them people on the daily, man. So shout out to Franklin County. But my brother, being a former deputy, and he's just gonna tell us a story real quick. Go ahead, man. Shoot.
Yeah, so yeah, I used to be a deputy sheriff in Franklin County in Columbus, Ohio for like 8 years. And I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed a lot of it, man. There's a lot of funny things that happen, especially in corrections. A lot of stuff happens in corrections where you can't make this shit up. Uh, it takes a special breed for an individual to work in corrections, but it taught me a lot because being in corrections, I learned to really talk to people in a manner that I never thought I could really connect with, especially with guys that were coming from different situations I really can't even relate with. But being in corrections, I would see some wild things, and some of the things that the responsibilities of corrections is when you have an individual that you're transporting like to the hospital, doing transportation to and from the hospital, you had to make sure that that your client was in your care, custody, control the entire time during transportation. So in one particular situation, I was in the middle of transporting from one jail to another. I heard tones drop that an inmate had gotten out of the custody of
Hold on,
another
hold on, hold
officer.
on. For the people that don't understand, tone drop is radio. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Cause you talking cop to some people
Oh,
that don't understand cop. But shoot, go ahead, man.
sorry, my fault, my fault. Sorry, my employee made this for me. So it's like Happy Friday. Um, so in the middle of me going back and forth to these different correction facilities transporting, I heard a radio drop that there was an inmate that was no longer in custody. I'm thinking, oh my God, like I'm thinking one of my own in trouble. So I'm on the radio trying to figure out where's the facility, where's the deputy, where's the inmate, what's going on? And it's radio silent. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. So I radio again, like, where are we at? They told me they were at this other hospital. So I turn on lights and sirens. I'm like, all right, I hightail it to the hospital. As soon as I get there to the hospital, I fucking ran in park right there to the turnstile by the ambulance. We're looking for this inmate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking it's a very aggressive, like individual. I'm like, okay, I'm about to have my hands full on this person. I'm running around the waiting lobby. I connected with the deputy. I said, hey, where is the individual at? Where's the inmate? She said, it's a female, 5'5", white uh, woman. I said, okay. Obviously, I'm
And for those
thinking,
that don't
the
understand,
focus.
because those that don't understand, because it's 2024. When he said female and he said woman, he's talking about the same thing. Go ahead.
So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm about to be going to hands with a female inmate because female inmates they don't know how to stop fighting. Like that's been some of the worst fights I had in corrections were with female inmates. It was scratch, bite, hair
Yeah,
pull,
that's
just
true.
craziness. So I'm running around the entire hospital around the first level. I run outside. Everyone's telling me, hey, we see somebody outside in the in the parking garage. I'm like, oh damn! Like the tall tale sign is leg chains. They have leg irons because you have to have leg irons on the whole time.
Mhm.
This in particular female, she was going in for MRI, so they told her to remove the leg irons because of the magnet. It was a
Yep.
magnetic pull. But for some like that, but this female still had leg irons on. So I don't know, that part kind of confused me a little bit why she still had them on. But people came in, they said, hey, there's a girl that's out there in the lobby. I'm sorry, no, she didn't have leg irons on. They said there's a girl out there in the parking garage in a nightgown running around. So I'm like, shit, I'm about to have to go after this woman and tackle her, do whatever I can. So my 250-pound, 6'2" brown ass run out there full speed, just ready to football tackle this woman. As soon as I run up on her, I draw my taser. I see this disheveled lady back turning to me in a nightgown. I'm like, put your hands up before I deploy the taser. She turns around. This lady is 78 years old with dementia. I was like, oh my God. I think I didn't taser. I tackle her because you're in such like hyper tunnel vision mode that as soon as I was running to her, like I had a taser drawn, I was ready to give her the lightning. As soon as I got there, everyone in the parking garage, they all stopped. And I'm like, put your hands up by the point of danger. And she's like, turns around, she looks at me, and she's older. She doesn't know where she's at. I was like, oh my God. I was like, hey, ma'am, do you know where you are right now? She's like, no. I said, oh. I said, can you come with me, please? She said, yeah. I put the taser back. Everyone's looking at me. I said, oh man, I was getting nervous because I was in my head. I said, if I would have tased this lady on the concrete, she's like 78 years old. I said, man, this would have been so bad. But like, apparently she had dementia and Alzheimer's. And you know, it's an elderly lady. I didn't want to be weird or be, inappropriate, but that particular situation, that was probably the most I guess, awakening part of me, where you get so engulfed in having such high tunnel vision that someone's escaped from your custody that I don't know, maybe I didn't ask the right questions. That was my bad. Right, we got her back in custody. She was good. The deputy was very appreciative, and the deputy wasn't hurt, which was good. But that was probably like the most weird thing that I ever dealt with as a deputy sheriff was dealing with someone escaping custody while I was in corrections.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun though, dude.